Mauricio Pochettino remains the favourite for the Blues job, with a final decision and official announcement now looking fairly imminent. According to The Athletic, Chelsea are enduring a difficult season, though they finally got back to winning ways with a 3-1 win away to Bournemouth at the weekend, a first win for Frank Lampard since he returned to the club as interim manager. Pochettino looks ideal to try to lift Chelsea out of their slump, with the Argentine doing hugely impressive work when he was last in the Premier League with Tottenham. More recently, Pochettino had a difficult spell at Paris Saint-Germain, though he's far from the only manager to struggle to get the best out of a PSG squad full of superstars and egos. Chelsea fans will hope Pochettino can rebuild this struggling side and get them back to competing for major honours again. Welcome to AG Chelsea TV and soon Pochettino's dream team at Chelsea. Pochettino is famous for using the traditional 4-2-3-1 formation, and yet playing the attacking brand of football that modern fans crave for. The 4-2-3-1 is usually for teams that set up for counter-attacking football, soaking up the opponent's pressure. The former Spurs manager sees this in a different way. His team's goalkeeper is always the focal point in the initial build-up phase, whereas the two centre-backs are good at long diagonal balls, in situations where there is no way out from their own penalty box. Apart from the usual 4-2-3-1, Poch mixes it up depending on how his opponents have set up against his team on match days. Fans are accustomed to seeing his Plan B formation, where out of nowhere in the middle of a match, his team switches to a 3-4-3 with ease. Goalkeeper, Andre Onana. This season, goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga has taken Mendy's main position at Chelsea. Although the Blues played poorly, the fault was not with the Spaniard. He remains in excellent form with an average save rate of 78% in the Premier League. When Kepa was sure of the spot, goalkeeper Mendy was being ignored again. The Telegraph believes that Chelsea are closing in Andre Onana, who is expected to replace Edouard Mendy, who is set to be sold. Andre Onana only joined Inter Milan at the beginning of the season on a free transfer. The goalkeeper from La Masia has a very good footwork and is a modern goalkeeper model, very suitable for the new Chelsea philosophy. However, Inter Milan is completely in control of this deal. Telegraph said that Chelsea want to spend about £40 million to convince the Italian representative to let go, but with the contract until 2027, Inter will certainly raise the price. Right-back, Reece James. James is recognised by experts as the leading right-back in the current fog. The Three Lions player is distinguished by his comprehensive defensive ability, speed and technique on the side. At the age of 23, James promises to play a pivotal role in the future of the London team. 442 newspaper voted James as one of the 10 best right-backs in the world today. Centre-back, Wesley Fofana. Chelsea needs to prioritise giving opportunities to young players. That is why Fofana is likely to play a major role under Pochettino. Despite the criticism, the former Leicester City star still receives great expectations from the Chelsea leadership. Centre-back, Benoît Badiashile. Benoît Badiashile promises to work with Fofana to create a new look for the Chelsea defence. Badiashile integrates quickly since arriving at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea spent €38 million in exchange for the services of the French midfielder from AS Monaco. The ideal height turns the French midfielder into a protector in front of the Blues' goal. Left-back, Ben Chilwell. The Three Lions player is one of the most damaging drills in the left corridor of the Blues. Chilwell combined with James to form a pair of promising fullbacks. Central midfielder, Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez only signed for Chelsea in the January transfer window but has already extended his deal with the Blues. The club have activated an option in his existing deal, which means he is now contracted to the club until June 2032. The World Cup winner initially signed an 8.5-year deal at Stamford Bridge, after arriving from Benfica in a deal worth £106.8 million, $131 million. We haven't seen the best of the British record signing just yet, and that's because Chelsea have been an utter mess. One can expect much better performances from Enzo once a clear tactical plan is in place at Stamford Bridge. Central midfielder, Declan Rice. West Ham have reportedly decided that they will demand £100 million for their star midfielder Declan Rice, if any team want to sign him in the summer, according to ESPN. Arsenal are currently leading the race to land the English international next season, but teams like Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United, Newcastle United and Liverpool are also keen on signing the highly rated player. His defensive qualities are there with the best in the Premier League, but the Englishman also has the ability to make late runs into the opposition third to create key chances for his teammates. Rice would be a brilliant acquisition, given he could play in the number 6 and number 8 positions at Chelsea. Right midfielder, Noni Madueke, who signed for £29 million from PSV in the January transfer window, was praised by Frank Lampard for his performance in the defeat to Arsenal and rewarded with a starting place against Bournemouth. The 21-year-old once again impressed as Chelsea ended a 6-match losing streak with a 3-1 win over Bournemouth. Attack midfielder, Mason Mount. There's plenty of speculation around Mason Mount's Chelsea future, but if Pochettino takes over, then Mount will almost certainly sign a new contract at the club. Put simply, Mount is a perfect Pochettino midfielder, creative and combative in equal measure. Left midfielder, Mykhailo Mudryk. The Ukrainian will get a run in the starting 11 next season. Whether or not he has the talent to succeed at Chelsea remains to be seen. Striker, Christopher Nkunku. Christopher Nkunku was named the Bundesliga Player of the Year for the 2021-22 season, beating out Robert Lewandowski for the honor. Though the average fan would have touted Lewandowski over the Frenchman, Bundesliga observers knew that Nkunku was the top player in the league. He was the one player you had to watch on any given match day. That season, Nkunku scored 20 goals and 13 assists, improving from his 6 goals and 6 assists in the previous season. He went from being a creator in 2019-20 and a ball carrier in 2020-21 to being one of the leading creators and goal scorers in the Bundesliga as the main man up top for Leipzig.
That's all in today's video. Thank you for watching.